Right? Is everybody following Temple of Passions? We sure? If we're not, make sure we're following Temple of Passions, okay? Because this is what we do, okay? This right here. So, I am Jasmine, or Jazz, or the unicorn. I mean, I prefer the last one.
There we go.
Okay. And I will be your host for this evening. Okay? Okay, let me tell y'all about how we gonna do this, okay? So we got 12 poets, right? We got $850 in prizes, right?
How much?
We got $850 in prizes. Okay? First prize is $500.
How much?
$500. Second, $250. And the last is going to be $100. Okay? So first, second, third place is $100. Okay? So we're going to do this a little bit different. I'm going to pull names out of my hat. Okay? But you guys get to decide who moves on to the next round. Are y'all excited about that? Yeah? Oh, I was just looking for all of that after I said it. I was confused, like, oh, they ain't hear me. Okay. I like feedback. Tell me. Okay? Period. Okay? So, I also want to thank moCa for letting us use this space. I want to thank Spaces. Yes. Also, Cuyahoga Arts. Y'all gonna rock with me? Okay. Stay with me until the last round. I promise. It's gonna be exactly what you expected. And if not, maybe your expectations weren't high enough. Okay?
There we go.
Okay, say it again. It's gonna be exactly what you expected. And if not, your expectations were not high enough. Period. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for our first poet?
Yes.
Okay, I need a little bit of help though. So I got names in the hat. He taking pictures and I took my hat off. I ain't even.
You still look good. Come on.
You got it, baby.
I need somebody to come up here and help me mix these up. Okay, come on through then. Oh, she drove from Detroit. Okay, y'all ready? Okay. Our first poet we have coming to the stage. I want y'all to clap it up for Eric Odom. Yeah, he mighty.
And they will hold you in a crisis, tell you they got you, but they're gone when the sun is up. Where's the love at when I'm a mile of smiles? When I'm sunrise and moon glow? When the mask is secured behind my ears just like my spectacles, when I am a spectacle, when I am a newly born star, when I finally turn this flesh to a heavenly body, when I have enough dopamine to love loudly, but they just want to hold a hurricane in their arms. Want to be the eye of my storm, bring me down, 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 travel a spiral of spines to earth. Don't hold me broken, hold me whole. Kiss my frontal lobe where expressive language resides, where I pull poetry from. Did you know that medication stacks in the bloodstream and that when you miss doses, you fall? I need love, like I need my meds. Preventative measures, critical mass, calm my silo, make sure I don't explode.
Y'all like that? Y'all like how I came back? Like that.
Just slid on.
Slid right on in there. Okay, so I had a mistake, a little boo-boo. I should have called both of my poets at the same time. Okay, so let's redirect. We're gonna pick this last name, okay, for this matchup. Then the next matchup, I'm just gonna say both of the poets, okay? Okay. Can somebody come pick the name for me?
Come on, Jewel.
Come on then. Okay. Hey, I see you back there. How you doing? Okay, our next poet we have coming to the stage is Miss Ani. Clap it up for Miss Annie, y'all. Hey, Jessica.
All right. I think I'm good. Can you hear me? All right. See, I'm a storyteller, so I got a story about love.
All right.
I've only felt I've been in love because I was able to love versus actually being loved. Let me say that again. I've only felt I've been in love because I was able to love versus actually being loved. And I became okay with that. Or more like I talked myself into believing that I was okay with that. See, detrimentally, I'm this hopeless kind of romantic that does some of the most ridiculous things that violate non-toxic relationships 101, like falling too fast, the smell of desperation for connection seeping out of my nonverbal communication, believing in love at first convo, swept away from exaggerating compliments and promises. So I start trying to prove my worth when there is no tangible proof of their own. Overlooking major red flags that scream run in bright, flashing neon colors. Then again, I knew they were major, so I technically didn't overlook. I sent those notifications straight to ignore. I was only fooling myself, thinking I was fooling others. Everyone saw right through it. And I fought them over you. 6 months down the road and poof, we're through. Gone but not forgotten. For the damage is truly thorough. When self-healing hits, it can sting like a and you know what it is without me having to say the word. So I can no longer complain about how he didn't do this. Couldn't fix that. Be mad hollering that I wasted my time since he didn't live up to any of the things that only his words proved to be true. I did this. I gave myself this pain. Not the pain of heartbreak, but once again needing to recreate another world where I am needed. Not like the lead of a blood tie, but one that extends past the molecular levels of my DNA. One where he sees her and she sees him. One song and dance later, they're married with 3.5 kids and 2 dogs named Ren and Tintin. There it goes again, that hopeless romantic. Fantasizer like my life is a freaking storybook. Kissing frog after frog, looking for a prince in a pond filled with toads. I did this. I enabled myself to be an enabler, leaving my chakras open for the taking. So willing to be needed, desperate to feel another under the very flesh I didn't even fully love. Foolishly, knowingly, giving me to the false taker fully. There's that hopeless romantic for you. I mean, overreaching love addicts, seeking validation from entry-level applicants, giving them boardroom access. I have to believe that love has no boundaries, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't.
We got Eric, Odom, and Miss Ani coming back to the stage. Okay? This Apollo style. Y'all know Apollo? Y'all don't know what the Apollo is? Oh, okay. Okay. I was about to say, you never know nowadays. No. Okay. So, if you liked Eric's poem, let me hear you make some noise for Eric. Okay. Miss Ani, make some noise. Okay. That was okay. Miss Ani moves on to the next round, you guys. Let's give it up for both of our poets. Thank you, thank you. Okay, first poet. We got Mo Graves. You ready, Mo? Next poet. Oh, we got Suge. All right, this is about to be some fire, okay? Let's go.
Check. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. What's up? Yeah. It's been a year. I love y'all. Y'all look good. I'm happy to see y'all. What's going on tonight? Hey. Let's do some work. Yeah. So today, I woke up a black man in America and I decided not to die. Hell yeah. Right after my 8 a.m. blunt with my side of coffee, just after I returned some emails and some phone calls, and right before I walked out the door to hit the store, I told myself, Ain't dying today. To be black in America is to be training for a blood sport that you've been prepping for since birth. The former president of the so-called nation that I live in told the world that me saying that my life matters is a symbol of hate. Boy, fuck you. See, I was gonna make this another sad black struggle poem, but about halfway through, I decided to make it about my black boy joy, so today I woke up, and my hair nappy as it's ever been. And my woman still a walking goddess. Is my off day, my payday, and shit, I'm in a seafood mood. I rode around listening to my favorite song at the moment, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Yeah, today was a good day. Did I mention that my kids even behave? They didn't even ask for nothing at Walmart. I took a day off from my gentrification training to do hood rat shit with my friends because I wanted to. I drank a beer with my daddy, all types of hood festivities, black boy joy at its finest, my homies shot a rap video in the trap with the strap. The dope man bought all the kids ice cream. What a glorious ghetto day. See, black folks have excelled in the art of making joy out of despair ever since the days of Negro spirituals. The South got all this red soil from all that black blood that's absorbed throughout the years our ancestors died here. Why you think we so drawn to it? These churches lit every corner of these streets in a half-hearted attempt to wash away the sins of the forefathers we haven't forgotten. And that's not to say we forgive him. Perhaps we just bide our time, but in the meaning in between, let's get back to this glorious story of this little black boy and all his joy. I decided that the bliss of this miraculously melanated day would not succumb to the weight of your white temper. So excuse me if I'm too busy staying alive to be shucking and jiving, because when destiny and legacy intersected on this wonderful day, I decided that this poem ain't gonna end in no sad songs. So before I lead you too far on, spoiler alert, the black kid survives in this movie, hell yeah. Today I woke up a black man in America and I decided not to die, and I didn't.
Okay, y'all. That was Mo Graves. Mo and I have history, so I already knew what he was coming out here. Mo is a good friend of mine, so I already knew what he was coming out here with. Now, this next poet, though, fire as well. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm Suge, aka Sugar Water Baby. And I guess I'm gonna get into it. All right. Today, I'll give you a poem. I'll give you a poem about the highs of happiness. A childish, carefree poem about climbing trees and the birds and the bees. Fairy godmothers and affirmations, no. Mermaids and black magic. Today, I'll give you a poem about possibilities. Or more so, how God answers prayers. I'll give you a poem about finally being able to catch that falling star. And the windfalls of free falling down waterfalls into the calming streams of redemption. Today, I'll give you a poem about fisher of men who walk on water, making true believers out of bodies of sin. I'll give you a poem about overcoming obstacles. Like how drunken man tells make the best of Bible stories about differences and diversity, about change, how it's both necessary and a good thing. Today, I'll give you a poem about my grandmother's hands. How they became rigid and honest from putting prayers into action, or about my mother's skin, how it became easy from gratitude gifting her existence with acceptance and appreciation. Today, I'll give you a poem and it will lack nothing, not love or trust, not confidence or charisma, not understanding or patience. This poem is layered. Let's go. It is a prayer. It is a protection spell. It has boundaries and conditions, a standard that at all times must be upheld. This poem is portable. Carry it in your pockets. When you need it, you can pull it out. Hold it in your hands. Close your eyes and make a wish today. This poem is a wish come true. It is not the color blue, but more of a calming lavender. It is black seed oil, rose water, rose quartz crystals, 24 karat gold, infused Florida waters, grade A. This poem is an open window and sage. It is black sauce circled around nostalgia, a garden of hope that constantly grows wilder, nurture and nutrients. Photosynthesis, a breastfeeding mother, a breastfed baby, a protected father, a sister per circle. This poem is my brother's keeper. It is living and thriving. It is a survival story with no survival guilt. It is a counter curse kill switch for every negative spoken word. This poem contains fabric cut from one of God's cloaks. It has been soaked in lilac and lined in silk gold. This poem was sown and reaped through the mind of God and steam pressed by angel hands. My name is Tiffany. And Tiffany means gift of God. And this poem was heaven sent. Thank y'all.
I don't know about y'all, but seemed pretty hard. I don't know. Good luck. I mean, I'm just hosting. Good luck. Lord. Okay, Mo, Suge, I need y'all to come back out here. Like a pig. Okay. We ready? Okay. Now, everybody that wanted Mo to move on to the next round, make some noise. Okay. I love it. Everybody's participating. I love it. Okay. Whoever wants Suge to move on to the next round, make some noise. Yeah, it was pretty close. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Everybody that wants Suge to move on to the next round, make some noise. Okay. Everybody that wants Mo to move on, make some noise. That's still close. Can't hear you. Okay, so because it was too close, we're gonna do a raise of hands. Okay?
No, you should do it one last time. Raise your hands. No, raise your hands. And do it street style. Freestyle. I say do it one more time.
So they're gonna recite another poem. Okay? All right. We're gonna hope that this works. All right, go ahead.
All right. Growing up, I always had a tendency to end up doing the things I hate the most. My least favorite part of wrestling practice was running. I would walk the part of the indoor track that people couldn't see until match days held me accountable. Track coaches always wanted me to run hurdles. I never once made the team. All those talks made my avoidance of the leaps in life become more than metaphoric. I used to look at track as a pointless sport. Recently, I've been in a space where the lines are always blurred, searching for salvation in the bottom of a bottle or on the back end of a blunt, trying to find a message in a mushroom, if you will. Moving mountains, trying to find answers in the world around me. Most times I seek solace outside of sobriety. I used to believe that if I didn't acknowledge my grief, that it didn't exist. I wouldn't even go to therapy until I realized I've been on an infinite meat as long as I could breathe, constantly yearning for the next morning. Yet the sunrise always has its way of running from me. I spend 10 hours a night chasing in the place I hate. Reality is never quite as I like it. My father always has a saying that he drinks once in the morning and a while at night. I always wonder what he spends his days avoiding. Most likely is coping, or grieving, or moving on, or maybe life after. He was never much for forward thinking. My mother's death was very sudden. I doubt before it actually happened that he even ever considered that it would. Nothing is ever real until it happens. And even then, reality is subjective. I'm a father now. I always find myself in a constant state of simultaneous reflections and observations, the parallels of my sons finding his way in this world, the intricacies of my daughter's emotions. My son texts me every day for a week straight, excited about a Thanksgiving visit. That same weekend, my father reminded me that he has cancer. The first time that he said it, I completely blocked it out. It wasn't the reality that I wanted. The thing causing this very sickness is currently my biggest vice. I look my mortality in the eyes, knowing the fate that awaits, and I still won't quit. I'm an addict. It's probably my first time admitting it. I already feel my air getting thinner. I don't want to be the dad, having to gas from wind, from playing with my kids. The more I see myself in my pops, the more I want to stop. But during this writing, he was in an accident. He broke 4 ribs. Roaming them streets near Lake Erie always has this way of taking the wind out your sails. Lights hit me with some lows, and I had the broken spirit to match. I guess we both in our healing phases. How do I keep my kids from getting stuck? This gotta be the last time. My personal hurdles can't become the same demons that my kids wrestle with in adulthood, or carry the sins of their father. They got their own crosses to bear. Perhaps I've crucified myself enough mentally. If the wages of my children's freedom is the death of my bad habits, then I have no qualms paying the fare. Meanwhile, I just want to steady my mind enough to have compassion so that my mini-me's don't become another mirror image, so they don't have to keep experiencing the living hell or find themselves like their grandpops and their father simply just running parallels.
Okay, that was Mo Graves. Make some noise for Mo Graves real quick. It's hard to get up here, you know, and pour out your crafts. We ready? We gonna keep rocking. We ready? Okay, we gonna bring Suge out. Y'all ready? Make some noise for Suge.
Okay. It's okay. All right, y'all gonna have to kind of excuse my voice because I am getting over a cold. But I'm not the best of singers. I just want to make that disclaimer right now, okay? But let's get into it. Papa, Papa, who are these imposters? Cutting locks or rosters. I'm uneasy, they hostile. Rice, peas, and oxtails. Left and hold my rifle. Ease. Pace yourself. Final breath pavement. Po' boys still paying pain. Post-traumatic traumas, chronic campaigns, police, sun rays, propane. Rah! I set fire to rise, pride of praising messiahs. Almighty, look, another angel flying. Oh shit, look again. Another one of us dying, shot down. Must be hunting season. What a time to kill. Hallelujah, hand claps, distorted views and open caskets. And storytellers, we just capture the spells. But next time we won't make waste of a full moon. Stench of America lingers near. Still in cold, still truth ain't told. You hand-me-down thief. Who stole nostalgia? Spirit bought gifts from the ancestors tonight. Heirlooms. I pray this time my seed gets to bloom. You filthy atheists, high praises. Wicked ones, your days is numbered. Fall short when you slumber. Whoever told you to trifle with a child of God? Evil acts cutting off locks from rosters. And now Samson got dandelions pushing up from Delilah's. Whatever comes of a coming of age story. But all we have is coming of age stories. Hey, y'all want to see a dead body? Thank you.
Okay. All right, y'all. So I loved it. I just want to say one thing really quick. I want to reference the language guidelines a little bit. we don't want to say offensive languages, okay? So offensive language, no N-word, no B-word, no racial slurs, none of that stuff. That stuff gets you disqualified, okay? Everybody that wants Mo to move on to the next round, make some noise. Okay. Give me a second so I can remember that. Everybody that wants Suge to move on to the next round, make some noise. Okay. Okay. All right. We got Suge moving on to the next round. There we go. Okay. That was a hard one. Okay, we ready for these next two?
Ready?
All right. We got Galaxy coming to the stage. Going head to head with Drew Pope. Make some noise for her, please. Thank you.
How y'all doing today? So they told me that the theme of today is love, okay? Go. So can I tell y'all the story real quick? I want to tell y'all a little bit about myself. My name is Galaxy. I'm the second of 5 children, about 5 feet tall, and my weight fluctuates anywhere from 0 to 100 pounds on any given day. I'm just over 30 and I've never written a poem about myself. I have more alias than a private investigator, more profile pics than a man with 3 side chicks, and I still don't know exactly who I am. I've had more trauma than Grey's Anatomy, more death than Annalise Keaton. I've had more out-of-body experiences than Casper in some days. I still don't know what's real or not. For years, I've mastered the art of change, learned to fit, learned to follow, learned to shrink myself into whatever box would have me disappear. So instead of finding myself, I became a chameleon, distorting my body to fit inside of groups I was never meant to be a part of, crawling into relationships willing to change everything about myself so people fell in love with the idea of me. I've been called a muse more times than I can count, placed on pedestals as royalty, then used and abused more than a hand-me-down, but here I am, still trying to decide if I should stand or flee, trying to figure out exactly what it means to be me. My birthday is January 4th. I'm a Capricorn. I was born 2 weeks late according to my mom, so it's no surprise that I've always felt just a little bit behind. Being born second, I've been a follower my whole life. And lately, it seems like it's been nothing but the blind leading the blind. And for some reason, my personality seems to always get left behind. So I've been navigating, trying to find my life mission. I've been trying to find my 2020 vision, and all of a sudden, there was a crash. He said he wanted to get to know me, and I wondered how I could introduce him to someone I didn't even know myself, but I still said yes, I guess, or I'll just see how things go. So I go to my closet and dress in whatever personality I plan on bringing to our first date and distort my mouth to make sure that the hurt and trauma looks great. He didn't want to wait, so we began to date, and I guess everything was going straight. And then he told me that he loved me. And I asked him, have you ever loved a piece of broken glass with blood spilled across the pieces, a river, a rainbow from my tears? I didn't feel worthy because I hadn't picked the pieces up myself. He told me that only broken glass makes beautiful cathedrals, that the pain from my past only created a more beautiful picture, that he could see the constellations in my scars. He told me, baby, when you can't see, let me be your context. When your glasses are broken, take me and let me be that vision you need to see yourself a little bit more clearly. Follow me. And let me be that piece you need to feel a little less incomplete. So now, when he tells me that he loves me, I believe him because he was the first man that had the courage to see me before I had the courage to see myself. Thank you.
Okay. That was Galaxy. I love that. That was beautiful. That was fire. What you think? Oh. Okay, we gonna keep it rocking. Our next poet we got coming up is Drew Pope. Come on, Drew, you ready? All right, then.
How you guys doing? Alright, so you know the topic tonight is romance and all that jazz, so I'm gonna try to be a little vulnerable with y'all. Is that alright? No, I'm serious, y'all. Y'all gotta be a little. Is that alright? I hear my voice cracking already. Is that cool? Alright. This one is called Drew's Heartbreak. Alright, rock with me. I always saw you for what you could have been. Why do I resort back to you? What's in your words that draws me in? Feeling for more of the little that you give me, I must be strung out. Your manipulation is laced with cocaine. Your words I pump with heroin, I must be strung out. I got the blues bad, muddy waters all around me. I got the blues bad, muddy waters all around me. I made sure you had no other options. I do not remind you of your other men, my lady. When he gives you a cup of water, I give you the ocean. When he gives you the heat, I give you the sun. May he bring you a flower, maybe even a rose. I will bring you a garden. And if he gives you wings, I will give you flight. He and I are not the same. I fought the waters that once brought me peace and almost drowned. I attacked the fire that once brought me heat and I was almost burned alive. I fell in love before with a woman named Cece, and she's no longer alive. She died in a car accident a few years ago, and I swear tonight, I hope you're fine. But I couldn't get over some things, especially when your family sees it on the news, that was supposed to be your girl, that she's supposed to make a few kids, maybe 2. Yeah, this ain't never gonna do me in again. Locked in like I'm in the pen, but maybe it's my pen that won't let my sentencing in. Young hearts beat fast over trouble that won't last. Gave every part of me to you, left all my worries in the past. But who knew you'd be the one to take it all and leave me done? I guess it really ain't no fun when love's got the gun.
Okay. We gotta do that thing again, y'all. We gotta pick our winner. Y'all ready? All right. Come on back out here, guys. Miss Galaxy, Mr. Drew Pope. Okay. All right. Everybody that wants Miss Galaxy to move on to the next round, make some noise, please. Everybody that wants Mr. Drew Pope to move on to the next round, make some noise. I love y'all. Okay, we got Miss Galaxy moving on to the next round. Yeah. Okay. Let's get our next 2. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Put it up and do it again. Yes! Clap it up. Okay. All right. Our first poet we have coming to the stage is going to be K. Smith. All right. Who we got coming next? Miss Vivian Thomas. All right.
Man, not another black man making a poem about his father's absence. Unfortunately, it is. I want to say everything to you that I never got to say as a kid. Why didn't you love me, man? Why was the drug life more important than my young life? Why did it seem we were inside of the longest book of Where's Waldo, except we couldn't get on the same page of the picture book? This ain't how the picture looked when I was first old enough to realize you were my dad. Why did you feel like the man of the year when you sent us to the store with chump change? I just wish this chump change. Why did you hate me? I mean, you said it was love, but your actions made it doubtable. I used to want to hold conversations, now I just want to hold you accountable. Damn, not another black man making a poem about how much he hates his father. Never. Because despite your absence, I still yearn for you. I still accomplish goals with hopes that you'll one day tell me you're proud of me. Are you proud of me, Dad? Do you love me? Fortunately for you, I got enough love for the both of us. I won't be selfish with mine, unlike some people I know. Or don't know, rather. Not only do I have enough love for you and I, but I have enough love for the little guy I call my son, your grandson. I tell him I love him every chance I get. I tell him so much, he's like, Dad, you're killing me. Little does he know it's more so healing me, the little boy inside of me, rather. I want him to know me instead of knowing the trauma from not. That's why I show up to any event that he's got. In the event that I'm not, he'll never for 1 second ever question if his dad loves him. Man, not another black man blaming all his problems on his absent father. How embarrassing. Not quite, but I will say I'd rather talk to you instead of talking to this therapist who I've had to open up with a little too much for my pleasure. But hey, at least he listens to me. And he lets me talk freely with no interruption. And he suggested we start fresh, so let me begin with an introduction. Hi, I'm your son. And my name is Healed.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's do our thing.
Go.
All right. Y'all ready for Miss Vivian Thomas? Okay. Come on, girl.
Hi, everyone. It's so lovely to see everyone today. Here I go. This poem is called One of One. What if you are the only one? There is no other half. Never been, never existed. Just you, whole. The one and only ever you. And because of that, no one can or will ever complete you. Pause for a moment and think. I am already complete. No one will ever know me like how I know me, one of one. What if that was a hopeful thought, a powerful thought, a satisfying thought, that pieces of you can and will never be known fully to anyone? Secrets your body will take to the grave. Because you'd have to have lived in this body to understand the language of my soul. So maybe no one will ever complete me. Maybe I am complete. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna bring our poets back out. Okay, we gotta do our little thing that we do. Okay, everybody that wants Mr. K. Smith to move on, make some noise. Okay, everybody that wants Vivian Thomas to move on, make some noise. Okay. We got Mr. K. Smith moving on to our next round. Thank you. All right, we have Amanda Turman coming to the stage. Make some noise for her. Going head to head with Twa Lovely. All right, clap it up for Miss Amanda as she makes her way to the stage, please. Thank you. Okay, that was Amanda Turman, y'all. Make some noise for Amanda. Okay, now coming to the stage, we have Miss Twa Lovely. Make some noise for her, please.
Right. Come on, Forrest, Corey, whoever. Alrighty, y'all. So I am Twa Lovely, and I have a trilogy of poems to perform. Hey, Sierra, baby, I didn't even know you were showing up. Goddamn. All right. But anyway, So here I am today performing a trilogy of poems. I'm going to manifest that because y'all need to hear this. So the first one I'm going to start off with is called She. So I hope you like, oh, hey, just cuz. There you go to cuz. All right. Whew. So I wrote this poem exactly a year ago out of heartbreak. Exactly. So this is to the girl I was a year ago. She's been waiting to unleash the demon who's been begging to come out. It's not that she want to show her true colors, it's that she's been pushed to the limit like no other. This demon whispers so softly, it's seductive. She's thirsty for blood, hungry for revenge, starving actually, greedy for trouble. See, I've been feeding her bullshit, but that was just an appetizer. However, she brought her own feast in return, of course. I would say it's a potluck, but I wouldn't consider you lucky because karma is a dish best served cold, and there ain't no physical body colder than the demon inside of me. People thought she was hot before, but that just shows how little they truly know. How could she be so hot when her heart is frigid cold? One thing's for certain, two things for sure. She indeed was the iceberg that split the Titanic in half. Because when she blows a kiss, the air turns to crisp. Sparkles of frost forms around her lips. Frostbite begin, numbing her fingertips. Icicle forms on the curves of her lips. She is the coldest before Sub-Zero. She'll dub any villain and viciously defeat any hero. She's a demon that's been dreaming for the second she can be unleashed, praying for the very moment to be released into the wild I personally call my world. But the honest to God truth is that this demon just want to protect her inner girl, her fragile femininity that's been breaking into infinite pieces that she dare not to get lost into infinity. She's not just a demon, but she's my protector. She's my enforcer. And most importantly, she'll commit the most heinous, fatal crime of torture before she ever let the sweet girl deep inside of me die. All demons were once angels, and mine was, until she had fallen for things that had failed her, till her anger was the only thing that had healed her, and being too soft is what may have killed her. So no, my demon isn't demonic. What didn't kill her made her stronger. Now, isn't that ironic? And the real irony is, she's iconic. She is she. She is me. Poem.
Okay. Gucci. Okay. So, y'all start rocking with me? Okay. Now, before I bring my poets back out, I just want to make a couple shout outs, okay? I want to give a shout out to Yum Village back there with the full Yum Village Cleveland. And we also got a bar. Where's the bar? What they got Tito's? No? Oh, beer and pop. Okay. Go get y'all some beer and pop. Get y'all some food. Make sure y'all drink some water as well, okay? We need to stay hydrated. All right, let's have our poets come back out. Amanda, can you come out, please? Twa, can you come out? Okay. We ready? Let's do our thing. Everybody that wants Amanda to move on to the next round, please make some noise for her. You are so supportive. I love that. That's beautiful. I ain't putting you out there. I just wanted to say that. Okay, everybody that wants Twa Lovely to move on to the next round, make some noise. All right. Okay. We got Twa Lovely moving on to the next round. Thank you, ladies. All right. Oh, this the last two? Okay. Last two. We got Q and the Stew. You see what I did there? Yeah. No. Okay.
You a poet.
And we also have Sanchari. Y'all ready? Okay. Q, come on out here. Make some noise for Q, y'all.
What's going on, everyone? I'm gonna talk about my first heartbreak. I've never been one to pick a fight. But then again, mama ain't raised no hoe. That's why it's funny to me that no matter what you do, I can't seem to put myself first. How could I? When the air I breathe once belonged to you, you planted the hair on my head and nourished every root, even tended to the patchy spots when the sun burned too bright. They may have caused some scars, but you were there to say I'd be all right, and I've been all right. Because for some time we were living a different life. The gifts you bestowed had no price tag, no return policy. You gave me the gift of gab, the gift to get through logically, the gift to conquer unturned paths and a radical ideology. If I wouldn't tell the truth, well, you were gonna get it up out of me. You taught me integrity. You made me see the value in fighting for equity. You taught me what it means to be from a different pedigree. Never would I need to fear another man's weaponry, while you never went to church. You made sure I knew my worth. Yes, you assured that all my work would come out heavenly. What can I say? Look at the man you made. You taught me God was really a woman, and I'll never forget that day. It all made so much sense. God, the creator and the destroyer, and what were you? But the one who brought me into this world and wasn't afraid to take me out. The one who put all this food on my plate and had no shame smacking the taste out my mouth. I doubt I could ever bite the hand to feed me. Even when it switched from a binky and a bottle to a three-piece combo, it's like you were living life on autopilot, and somewhere along the way, your place was hijacked. That switch happened so fast. I was young though, so it was hard for me to keep track. As time went on, I asked myself, what is it that I lacked? Why do my efforts continue to slip through the cracks? Who was doing this to you? Am I the one who broke the camel's back? Because I know you didn't use straws or even glasses. As a matter of fact, you liked it straight from the bottle in the front seat. It was the cheap kind, I remember that, yeah. The one you used to grab with my lunch money. It had the plastic cap, I remember that. I remember you didn't want to pay for hospital beds, so instead you fell asleep in the streets and called it a highway nap. You know, I'm frugal too. You know, I do take after you. Not just your curly hair and fair skin, or that gap between our tooth. We share blood, we share sweat, we share long nights filled with tears. We share my beginning, we'll probably share a few ends, and we'll share stories beyond our years. We have the ones that are still clouded by all our fears, and the ones I still try to forget. You lost your mother as a knee-high. I lost mine coming out of pre-high, but see, my mother had to pay the price, because the ambulance doesn't put discounts on them street signs. And you lost your mother as a knee-high. I lost mine coming out of pre-high, but see, my mother had to pay the price. The ambulance doesn't put discounts on them street signs. Your mother went straight to heaven's gates. My family doesn't know what it's like to get that free ride. I think you did die a hero. I think you came back a villain. I think you're a hoax. Some kind of ghost who remains close enough to haunt all your children. I think I hate what I see in you, because I look at me and think that's the feeling. I share your pain and all your angst, all your theories and suspicions. I get so lost in my own thoughts of self-harm and whatnot, it often comes to fruition. It's a gift, and it's a curse. I think you feel the same way about me. I mean, that's how I feel about you, and I wouldn't have said that at 15, because that was still the man you made. Our world was not yet complete. You, like I, had yet to see what I could be. We still had no form. We were void. That was before the light came. Before you were no longer creator nor destroyer. Would you believe me if I said I still prayed to you back then? Really, I'd do anything you'd ask. I would catch lightning in a bottle, or thunder in a grocery bag. I would fly to the sun, burn up, collect myself enough to feel the weight of gravity pull me closer to you, and as you spread my ashes, you'd still ask, did you bring me anything back? And it hurts to say I resent you for that, knowing how much you give. You gave me life that mid-October. And I've watched the Libra scale tip over and over and over. I should know. It's all a game of balance. For the gifts were never a gift. With you, there will always be a price. You sacrificed yours to get me here, and now I owe you my life, but you can have it. At the end of the day, I'll be all right. Because if it's one thing I've learned after all this time talking, I'll always be the one to end the fight.
Okay, y'all. Okay. Hey, friend. I see you walking up in here, girl. Hey, boo. I just touched something. Okay, I got it. Okay, we ready for our next poet? Okay, I need a little bit more energy. We ready for our next? There we go. Okay, we got Shanchari coming to the stage. Yay!
Hello everyone, how are you guys? So the first poem that I'm gonna read, it's called Dear Evil Me. I know how the rule goes. Wear your face at all times, even if I'm feeling fine, and who might have refused when you stayed with me all this time? Protecting me from villains who spoon-feed freedom disguised as poison, and because of this, I've allowed you to trap me in this museum of fabricated emotions, where you forcefully display your creations until the original seems like a hallucination conjured up in my mind, infested with your alluring recitations to sleep and let you take over. But when I wake up and tell you that it's over, you remind me it's better to have the one you love cross boundaries that would send strangers to prison. Even so, my heart has been splitting into two from all the things that you do. So you promised to build me back up till I'm as good as new, because that's what loved ones are supposed to do. But if you love me so much, why do you snicker when you drown me in your bathtub overfilled with salty tears that sting my eyes, much to your fake surprise? So you yank me back to the surface. Wipe my tears. Let me catch my breath before dunking me back in when my lungs are only half full of oxygen you so wish to take out of my chest. What about the times you called me fat, ugly, undesirable, or made me feel like I'll always be seen as abnormal simply for deviating from the quote-unquote normal? Did you still love me then? Because the sick thing is that regardless of the fact that you make me feel like a bystander watching my own disfiguration, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. But you make it so hard to breathe, to sleep, to eat, to live. Now I can't even tell who is me and who is you. So I guess we'll continue this battle of self-inflicted abuse until one day, one of us loses and is finally put to rest. Thank you.
Okay, time to do our thing. Go DJ, that's my DJ. Go DJ, that's my DJ. All right, y'all, come on out here. Come on, we gonna bring Q and Stu and Shanchari back out. Make some noise for them. Okay. Everybody that would like Q to move on to the next round, make some noise. Okay. Everybody that would like Shanchari to move on to the next round, make some noise. All right. We have Q and Stu moving on to the next round. Ready to check this? Boom. We got Twa Lovely moving on to the next round. We got K Smith moving on to the next round. Let me get some noise. They work hard for these. We got Ani moving on to the next round. We got Suge moving on to the next round. And we got Galaxy moving on to the next round. We're gonna do a little intermission really quick. so y'all could go to the bathroom and get some drinks and some food and stuff. Okay? All right. Go ahead, y'all. We gonna do an intermission. Okay, guys. We have to move on to our next round. Before we do that, I want to introduce you guys to my baby. This is Aaliyah. Aaliyah, say hi. She said it, but y'all ain't hear it. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna pull these names again. Okay? All right, first poet we have coming up is Twa Lovely. All right, and she is going head to head with Miss Ani.
Ain't that crazy how the universe work? Y'all gonna do me second to last time, then first to first this time on the second time. Like, how that happen? Period. But anyway, so this poem is called I Wrote This For You, and I want to give a shout out to my inspiration. May he rest in peace. It's called I Wrote This For You from Tommy off of Martin. I wrote this for you because you don't know how to listen. Or maybe you choose not to hear me, so I hope you could read so your ignorance could spare me. I wrote this for you so I can remember the date and time you had me fucked up and calculate this properly, because yet you chucked up. And the math ain't mathing, so I am honestly confused on why the hell is you laughing. I wrote this for you so you don't waste my energy on meaningless sex. And know that it is more than okay to leave. So let's not create an opportunity for a bastardized seed, because you honestly don't know the difference between what you want, desire, and actually need. I wrote this for you because your actions prove you don't know the definition of the word guaranteed. You never think before you speak, and it's time for you to take heed, or else you're gonna end up losing the lover in me. I wrote this for you because, nah, baby, you was a no L. If anything, you can go straight to hell. Thank you. And you were more than a lesson learned. And if you thought karma didn't exist, hi, baby. I guess I'm the one who's laughing now because it's your turn. I wrote this for you and whoever else it may concern, because my fucks are no longer graciously given. From this point moving forward, they have to be exceptionally be earned. I don't care about what you say, because it's my absence you can yearn. So yes, I wrote this for you because you always tell me to leave shit be. And when I actually do, you up here asking, why you being weird to me? And I hope you actually read this. And I hope you actually like this, because baby, the only person I wrote it was for you. Poem.
All right, y'all. That was Miss Twa Lovely. Okay? We got Ani coming to the stage. Make some noise for Ani, please.
Second round draft pick.
Hey, second round. Hey, y'all. I should have known. I should have known. Yep. All right, so this poem is entitled The Truth. See, I'm looking for that unlove. The unconditional loving of each other no matter what comes our way kind of love. That unquenchable love. Where the fire is so deep that it burns all of us out kind of love. That undeniable love. Where people see us and shout, now that's love kind of love. That unrelenting love. That's shown day in and day out even through a simple hug kind of love. See, I'm looking for that over love. That overstanding love where we don't seek to understand because we already know each other so well. We feel it before the other says a word kind of love. That overextending love. Where there's no limit to the sacrifices we're willing to give kind of love. That over-appreciating love. When we show the little things matter just as much kind of love. See, I'm looking for that bond that comes between a woman and a man. The type that shows over the years, and when they aren't around, it makes you want to shed a tear. Okay, now love, listen here. I am ready for you and all that you can bring.
Like India Ari says, I too will be patient, kind, faithful, and true to a man who loves music. A man who loves art can respect the spirit world and can think with his heart. See, I am ready for life's heartache and pain. For I know he'd be by my side and we'd have the whole world to gain. I am ready for the challenge to be looking for love. In the end, I know all the time that it takes. For the one destined to love me, God will pull out all the brakes. Then we'll have that unbreakable love. That tight rap 3-chord strong kind of love. That build me up as I build you up kind of love. That go from black tie to rocking footies, playing video games kind of love. That exchange of power. Strong for the world, weak for each other only kind of love. It's got me all up in my feelings talking about this kind of love. So no more settling for parts of this kind of love. This time, for this kind of love, I'm willing to wait. For like the sand to the beach of the times I've dreamt of this love. With the fire burning so hot it turns my thoughts into glass, blown into shapes where our moments add in color. Send me to love, the one that makes there be no other. The one to share my life with. First face when I wake, last face before I sleep, and all the joy that I find in between. Through the long nights and the weather storms, our love for each other will forever endure. See, this is my truth. The truth I'll live the rest of my days, living to appreciate all that love has made. Thank you.
Okay, now, can y'all step up for me a little bit? Just so our camera can see you. Okay, we good? We good? Okay. Everybody that would like Twa Lovely to move on to the next round, make some noise. Okay. Everyone that would like Miss Ani to move on to the next round, make some noise. Okay. All right. It sounds like we got Miss Ani moving on to the next round. All right. Our next two poets that we have coming to the stage. We have Q in the Stew and K. Smith.
Home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is, so pardon my lack of hospitality, hugs and kisses. This is not a home. This is not where you belong. This is not where the window's warm breath tickles the skin. This is where love and happiness are begging to be let in, but the previous owner has painted over every window frame, and therefore they will remain shut until the next tenant comes in and decides to strip them down, or rather knock them out. This house may be built of brick and mortar, but sticks and stones still hurt. These foundations, set in rotten earth, can only bear but so much weight. Wait around for the next storm to tear off every shutter, blow open every door, relocating insides, outside, leaving a landscape, seeking boundaries beyond the built environment. A bed remains for someone to lie in and be reminded that a house is begging for bodies, but a home is begging for someone to belong. Blood, sweat, and tears to water the lawn. See, a home will wait for the right heart to come along, but a house is simply seeking a beat. A pair of feet to come stomping in, looking for a place to sleep. It wouldn't offer you a seat, but a home would offer you a hug before offering you a plate to eat. Offer you shelter, offer you heat, and that house is still just another spot on my street. You know what I mean? A house belongs to the streets, but a home belongs to me, or rather, I to her, or them, or it. Well, you catch my drift. But sometimes the ground shifts, and that's why I'm so pensive, so apprehensive, why I boarded up these windows with torn down fences. Ask the house why it's only warm when the rent's in. Ask new floorboards why they creak under tension, and ask the home why it seems all our problems will be gone with just a little elbow grease. A tap of the hammer, a jiggle of the handle, when we're back in action, stacking cinder blocks on second stories, cause these grounds won't shake, these hounds can't break through bonded trauma, not off the hairs of my chinny chin chin. If danger creeps in, it's surely been invited. Need you not reminded to shut the door behind it, it's not here to stay. It only shows its face to place fear in our hearts, and I just wanted to know that love lives here in all parts of this home I think I might belong to. You know, I make a living drawing buildings, but even I can't create the place that I'll move on to, so I'll move on to every place till a space is created for me. I walk up to every door, and I'll turn every key till I walk in and feel safe to breathe, safe to believe, safe to be, and most of all, safe to see the reflection in my bedroom window, a version of me that feels at home.
He said, not by the hair on my chin, chin, chin. Absolutely not. All right, we gonna keep rocking. We got K. Smith coming to the stage. Make some noise for K. Smith, please.
I don't mean to sound like I'm settling when I say this, but I've been on Tinder, Bumble, BLK, and let's just say there's nothing out there. That's why I'm still here. But again, I'm not settling. I love you. But in this generation, if you can't get your life right, I'm back on apps to swipe right. I feel the need to reiterate the fact that I'm not settling. When grandparents are being married 30 years plus, and then there's us with more situationships than relationships, men with no foundations being laid, resulting in more games being played than PlayStation and Xbox, ending up in your Xbox all because she's not my girl for real. We just kicking it. No condoms or commitment. Broken hearts turn to broken homes. Dad step away now. Stepdad's come to play. Sorry, I mean mom's boyfriend, who she just makes me call dad to make my real one mad. This is love in my generation. When women say they don't need a man after having babies with us, won't fight for the relationship, but fight to find a babysitter, you know, I gotta hit the city, girl. I'm a city girl. Love don't live in this house. That ain't up for debate, but we rather debate on who gets the first plate between kids or their husbands, when only one of those titles exists in our homes. If you're wondering why I'm staying, it's not because I haven't found someone prettier than you. It's not because I'm scared to see if the grass is greener over there. It's just I'd rather put my focus over here and water my grass, give you the proper seeds and nourishment, instead of filling you with lies, fill you with encouragement like, baby, I love you. You're so beautiful. I'm so happy to be walking with you through this thing called life. And if you ever lose your legs, I push you through this thing called life. See, because with you, I'd rather be rolling than to get a text from a number and have to sit through seconds of scrolling through the thread, realizing she was just in my bed 2 weeks prior. So in a generation full of options and filters, I filtered out my options. See, because a good woman is hard to find, but a bad woman is hard to get rid of. And they can talk about splitting bills, but don't think that's splitting us, so they can keep their sneaky links in their relationships that's toxic. And I'm gonna keep trusting God and trusting this process for this love of ours. Thank you.
Okay then. All right. Okay, let me have both of my guys come back out. Y'all gotta do what y'all do, cause I'm good. But that's how y'all supposed to be doing y'all gotta do you supposed to get on your Zoom. You gotta do your job. Okay. We ready? Okay. Girl, you gotta get ready. The 5 P's, we gotta stay prepared.
No, that ain't right.
Okay. All right. Everybody that was like Q and the Stu to move on to the next round, make some noise, please. Okay. Now everybody that would like K. Smith to move on to the next round, make some noise. Okay. That sound like Q. I'm sorry. K. Smith is moving on to the next round. All right. Thank you, guys. That was a hard one. Dang. All right. So we got our next two coming to the stage. We got Galaxy up first. And Should, you'll be right after her. Okay, girl.
So, I love being a poet. Sometimes when people ask me like, well, what's your favorite thing about it? Or do you perform all the time? I just start talking and talking and talking. And then sometimes when I talk about my dreams, I just start getting hot. And if I try to suppress this gift that I got, I start feeling a warm sensation and I don't know what I'm capable of. When my blood starts to boil, it's like my body is a matchbox. Trying to avoid a strike, I pick up a pen and boom, a blaze is ignited. And now the inferno inside of me is starting to burn. Got gasoline dripping from my sweat glands. I'm combustible. They're writing so much heat that I birthed a fire sign. I'm ready for abundance to shower me like brimstone. So I'm turning my words into flames. Spitting hot fire like my name is Dylon. So yeah, it's lit. I'm willing to walk through all type of wildfires for my dreams. So when people burn bridges, I'm starting to feel like I'm at home now. Like my city, I'm already a phoenix, reborn from the ashes, learn to breathe fire like a Targaryen. Call me Daenerys, cause I'm coming for the throne now. Even if I have to do this alone, this ember and me is inflamed and I'm starting to reach my boiling point. I got Fire Nation affiliation. My throat chakra only spits fireball jutsu, so now I'm feeling like the heat miser. Revealing my powers like I'm Jack Jack, cause I'm incredible. And I'm credible. Everything I say is factual. And if I said it and I ain't done it, it's because I'm about to. Call me Katniss, because I'm catching fire. Can't you see what I'm trying to inspire? They call me a spoken word artist because you're going to have to go back and listen to the words I spoke to remember all the analogies I wrote. I didn't ask for something. Y'all better call Nelly because it's about to get hot in here. I'm starting to feel like that Alicia Keys song because this girl is on fire. I'm sorry. I told y'all I love this. And now my gift is starting to erupt on stage while I'm trying to give you pieces of me so you can feel this third degree, but my love language is lava. So I guess you can consider this fireside poetry. Now we all getting campfire cozy. Got the crowd bonding over this fire. Give you classic like Confessions, track 6 burning through lyrics like laser beams scorching through every obstacle until I'm convicted of arson and must be some type of fever, because the fireman said I'm hotter than 100 degrees, but you know what they say. Stars don't shine, they burn. So I guess you can consider this the warm-up.
Okay, that was Galaxy. You hot? And you go whip it out, whip it out. Okay, we're gonna keep it going, we're gonna keep it rocking. We got Miss Should coming to the stage. Y'all make some noise, please.
Oh, cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Where you gonna run to? All on that day. I've got agape written all over the walls of my house. And I know God has been ordering my steps, kissing my head, feel like if I scream, I bet only God hear me. Rice and beans, bone, bread, and butter for the bitter. Seasoned with prayer and patience. Need the fire, cover the pot and let it simmer. Somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I've been carrying somebody's home with me for some time now. But somebody left my gate open and my garden's been unkept. I've got broken windows, shattered glass, and dead leaves praying on my steps. Wicked lies, sweet talk in my ear, twisting my organs, playing cinnamon with my heart. A motherless child. A motherless child ain't got no place to run to but the rock. I've been walking around with calloused hands, barefoot and blistered, neck deep in cane fields, running wild. I ain't nobody's child. And if so, who heals the healer? Who is to blame for these unwanted dwellers? Who is to blame for my broken clocks and dirty mirrors? Who is to blame for my daylight turning into night terrors? It ain't a place in the world that can hide you from what's within. Hey, what do you do when no one's home? Who's gonna baptize me from my sins? Tapping on the door of my soul, prying my legs apart. And no matter how many baths I take, how many oils I brush upon these tears on my face, how many candles I light, I can't wash this pain off. Get out of me. Get your filthy hands off of me. I got a right to pass. Now, Mama Dot say, keep your hands folded and in your lap. It's your God-given right to cross. Ooh, it's 'cause you let that man in your house. The praying one, the grave digger, the one Tucson killed, who cursed the Bible and defiled the cross. You rugged, rigid, righteous God. We put snakes all in the grass. Let loose of that mouse. Don't worry. Somewhere in the closet, we all got a story. Keep the faith, fight the good fight, hold tight to his glory. Gotta fix it, gotta see you through. Them just blurred lines, baby. We all got a few. Mother Mary, sister, baby girl, 1,000 lines down. 1,000 times you've crossed, 1,000 times you've been around the sun, 1,000 battles you done fought. Head high, shoulders back. Tucson teach you how to fight. Affirm the goddess that be. Affirm the infinite energies and mountains you done move. Time to read what you saw. The magnitude of your presence sends light beams back to the heavens. Hold my hand, say this prayer with me. Stiff as a board. Stiff as a board. Light as a feather. Light as a feather. The river that runs in me. The river that runs in me can never be untethered. Can never be untethered. And the hearts of 1,000 men shall race and shall sit with the fury in her eyes as she casts shadows upon the glow on her face. And the Son of Man will reveal its true colors, and sons will crow and cling to their mothers as pyramids and mounds shake. Heaven will be aligned and armed on that great 10 dreadful day. 2 by 2s, painted mirrors of miracles designed to reflect God's grace will be undeniable and devour the minds of the masses. And the gray-haired child shall weep and collect the alkaline seas as the lightning strikes, because there speak to every mind, body, and soul as harvest falls, and no man, woman, nor child need no more ponder on the question at hand. Oh, cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Where you gonna run to? All on that day. When I run to the rock, oh please hide me. I run to the rock, oh please hide me. I run to the rock, oh please hide me. All on that day. But the rock cried out, I can't hide you. The rock cried out, no, I can't hide you. The rock cried out, I can't hide you. All on that day. Thank y'all.
This song is the reason I will never figure how to spell independent. Okay? I don't remember how old I was, but I was young. I never will forget it. Okay, let's bring our ladies back out. Come on, Galaxy. Come on, Shug. Okay. All right, y'all. We gotta do what we do. Everybody that wants Galaxy to move on to the next round, make some noise, please. Okay. All right. Thank you. Everybody that would like for Miss Shug to move on to the next round, make some noise. All right, y'all. We got Galaxy moving on to the third round. Thank you. Round. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? Y'all still out there? Okay, cool. All right. We gonna have K. Smith go first. K. Smith, you ready? Let's go. After K. Smith, we are gonna do Galaxy. Last will be Miss Ani, okay? All right.
In the city of Cleveland, where I'm from, it's easier for young boys to find guns than it is to find their own fathers. They looking for them nines like go fish, but they ain't playing. No go fish, but plenty of GoFundMe set up for innocent kids in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay. Graduation rate lower than the crimes. No senior pictures, but plenty of mug shots. Witnesses said they heard gunshots right outside their front doors. Black triggers pulled by black fingers. Another black life ended. And I thought Black Lives Matter.
All right.
Apparently, when we ain't the ones behind the gun. Seems that's the only time we want things done. Now tell me if I'm tripping. We blame the white man, but we the ones doing the killing? Well, the majority. That little girl, Sanaya Nicholson, she lost her life at the age of 9. Young brothers out there shooting, closing their eyes, not knowing if they hit their mark or passed it. Now some father's daughter lays in the casket and somebody's son joins that coldest brothers resembling him in that system. 2 lives gone, never to be heard from again. Man of God, but I'm playing devil's advocate. Where's the protesting when we kill ourselves? We've gone postal, taking out our mails. Address is either a prison yard or a graveyard. Again, I say that little girl was only 9 years old.
Okay.
She's seen heaven before she could see 5th grade, but we don't speak about that. She's seen heaven before she could see 5th grade, but we don't tweet about that. What does that say to other ethnicities? That it's only okay if another black person is killing me. You better not even think about it, or we gon' riot. But if it's one of ours, we stay silent. Silent, which forces me to pose the question a second time. Do black lives really matter? Or is it just something we say, like, sorry for your loss, or call me if you need me? Knowing damn well we ain't mean it, but the opportunity we seen it and seized it, is that how we say Black Lives Matter? Just a chance for us to gain a like or a retweet, but when we hit them streets, is every black person for themselves? We went from being my brother's keeper to keeping my brother down. So again, I ask and I beg you to tell me now, do black lives really matter? And if they do matter, when they gonna start mattering to us?
Okay. He said, I came to do what I need to do when I'm out. All right, y'all ready for Galaxy? All right, Galaxy, come on, girl. Make some noise for her, y'all. Make some noise.
Before I get into this last piece, I just want to thank y'all so much for being amazing. This is only my second time in Cleveland, first time ever performing here. The love has been amazing. I appreciate y'all so much. But can I ask y'all a question real quick? If I say the word period, does it make you feel uncomfortable?
No.
What about the word vagina?
No.
See, growing up as a woman, I was taught that words like these were only to be used behind closed doors, but now that I'm older, I wonder, why I can't talk about vagina when everybody wants some? They want to get a piece, feel a piece, sometimes steal a piece, but when I speak my piece, they tell me that I'm out of order and I need to wash my mouth out with water. I always blame men. I don't know if it's the men in the word ministration that always makes me mad during that time of the month, or when these dudes just act like they don't know what's up. Like, why would you name it that? As if the lining in my vagina needed another man to tell her what to do. Honestly, we make sure that these men are straight, but when we ministrate, they act like it's something they just can't take. But then I start to think, see, when I'm in that stall, with my hand against the wall and I'm trying not to fall, when my stomach is in pain and I'm still trying to win the quiet game, when it's just me against the rapper. It ain't no men up in that bathroom. We pretend like the bomb in Gilead is about to go off with every rip or tear. There's a bulge in my pocket. People are gonna know it's a tampon in there. If I get up and leave this stage to go to the bathroom, people are gonna stare. And I wonder, how did we get here? The way I see it, our period is supposed to be our claim to fame, the thing that separates women from little girls. The proof is in the pudding, and mine just got a little bit sweeter. They congratulate you on your first one, then tell you to play hide and seek every month after you reach that peak. I will never understand how a period can be the end of a sentence, but the beginning of womanhood, my womb, strong enough to withstand the pain of 50,000 knives stabbing me until I scream bloody murder, yet delicate enough to nurture a single cell into a human being. We, our oceans, our babies, our vessels, our period just turns us into creators, because a man could never withstand the pain of feeling like you're breaking every bone in your body just to have his baby, or feeling like you got the stomach flu every month not to have his baby. To see a man fall with one flick to the balls lets me know that you will never be stronger than my walls, because even when they come tumbling down, I still wear my smile around. So now I wear my period like a badge of honor. The blood just reminds me that I am a warrior. My vagina has birthed 2 kids, all natural, no medicine, just like my ancestors. So I would never let anyone shame me for my claim to fame, because I am a life maker. I am a creator made in God's image, and me having a vagina just makes me his favorite. Period.
She said I'm his favorite. Period. That's what I'm talking about. I need to listen to that every morning. I swear to God, and walked off, right? All right, y'all. We got Miss Ani coming up. Make some noise for Ani, please.
Now, talk about competition. They just left me with a whole bunch of smoke on this stage.
Let's go, poet.
All right.
You too, right?
Amen. I sure enough am. Let's get in this furnace with him. All right. You know, as fast as I love you, I let you go even faster. Crazy, right? One would state that if I could, that my love wasn't real. It's very real, in fact. This I can assure. But I finally realized why you even approached me, and now my third eye is open. Thinking back on the second before I said hello, when I didn't even know the pain of you to exist. Wanting deeply to go back to that moment, instead of add, I should have pressed delete. What? You thought I was so head over heels crazy in love, or maybe thought I was desperate for someone because of the way my life has gone, or that I should stay around and take whatever dish you desired to serve because you felt you were the Who? Me? Nah, see, I chose to be with you over the other prospects. If I really think about it, you were just an actual chosen project. I have a tendency to want to fix what is broken, and sweetie, you fit the bill. My love for making things better than I found them got me dressing you like a mother does her son. Even teaching you things that can be self-fixed on a car. Sheesh, good thing I only act like a damsel. For if I truly was one, we'd both be stuck. Covering your lack to build up your status. Placing you into my world as the one who is destined, please. Reality stepped in and said, child, what are you thinking? You're doing everything for what? Because even his stroke game is lacking. All those sounds I made, if you could play them backwards, you'd actually probably hear me laughing. Now you could think to say that I was the one who was stupid and let herself get played, becoming bitter in the process, so these words I spit can't be true. But that could only be if I wasn't playing chess while you were playing checkers. Convenient space was made in my life for you, separating myself from myself just to make you feel insecure. Now that space is gone. Those things I did to build you up, show you better than you had before, a cease and desist order has been placed. That's why you're in my inbox saying, oh, please don't say we're through, spinning your redundant game of, I can be all that you need. I'm a changed man, a better man, and it's all because of you. The time for your revelation has passed on by, you see. Yes. Take that what you've earned to the next chick. Maybe she'll treat you half as good. Your words are falling on deaf ears, and you'll never get any more of me. On a period.
Okay, y'all. So that was Ani. So.
Right. Right.
Who's turn? It wasn't my turn. Oh. It's your turn. Okay. So, you won. Okay. So, now we have to judge the third round. Okay. So we have judges that have been here. Okay. And that's who's going to determine our first, second, and third place. How do you feel about that? Huh? Yeah, y'all happy y'all don't have to do it?
Yeah. We've been doing it the same way.
Y'all. Okay, y'all ready? We ready? Ready? Okay, y'all want to come out? Come on out. So we're going to bring our poets out.
They gotta come out. They gotta come out, Jasmine.
They coming out, girl. They coming out. They coming out.
Right there.
Okay, can y'all see my people? She said to the back of the bus, I go. Okay. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. The winner of first place, $500 grand prize, goes to Galaxy. Okay. Let it out. Let's go. Be proud. Yes. Let's go. Proud. Let's go. Let's go. She came from Detroit. Detroit. Let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Y'all ready for our second place? Second place with the grand prize of $250 goes to K. Smith. And third prize goes to Ani. Thank you, poet. Thank you so much. Yes, honey. Yes. Miss Galaxy, y'all.
Thank y'all so much.
Is that okay if I do another poem? Okay, I'm gonna do a poem. It's a crowd participation poem, okay? But before we get to that, I want y'all to follow me on social media, okay? So this is my name on social media. Like, woo, I'm still. You got it. You got it. Let's go, poet. Okay, so I'm like having a rush. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so my Instagram name is Simple SIMPLEDOTGALAXY. That's simple.galaxy. Or go on Temples of Passion. They be retweeting me sometimes. Okay. Okay, so we gonna get into this piece, y'all, okay?
All right.
So I want y'all to say, why so serious?
Why so serious?
Say, why so serious?
Why so serious?
Okay, now let me tell y'all when y'all gonna come in. If I say the word, they asked me, she asked me. If I say, they keep asking, y'all say,
why so serious?
We ready, okay. So y'all ready? Y'all gonna start off. 1, 2, 3.
Why so serious?
They asked me, why so serious? Like I'm not Galaxy. Like the brightest star in the sky still don't bow to me. Like heaven and earth aren't just concepts inside my orbit. Astrologically, I'm an anomaly. It's probably the height that got you thinking I won't kill this mic shooting metaphors like meteors and similes at light speed whenever I please. Lyrically, I'm just a tease. But they keep asking, why so serious? Like they didn't hear me the first time. Like the radio in your car is broken. You got static in your satellite. You stuck on shade 45 like the X and M is supposed to excuse him. And I'm supposed to repeat myself. Like you can't turn your volume up. But that's okay. Cause I got that Capricorn energy, that Alpha and Omega, that I don't gotta debate on who the GOAT is, cause I was born one. My frequency is God, like even Jesus was a Capricorn. But they keep asking, why so serious? Like I'm not serious and black. Like I'm not black before a woman, I'm black girl magic. My expecto patronum shine before I enter a room. You can't slither in my spot because the mama mentality is a part of my anatomy. Yeah, I'm the chosen one. Got liquid luck flowing through my veins. I believe I can win Guardian Levioso, man. I wish a muggle would. They keep asking, why so serious? Like I'm a joke. Like I don't see the brighter things in life. Like I haven't risen from my darkest nights to put the city on my back because lately I've been seeing the similarities between Detroit and Gotham and Batman already taught me that in order to save my city, I don't need superpowers. stage trying to figure out how they gonna fill my shoes because I don't lose. But it ain't a competition, and I'm sorry to break the news, but hey, why so serious? Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I hope to see y'all again. I'm about to come around because I want to give everybody hugs. I love y'all.
Okay, y'all. Make sure y'all follow Typical Passions. If you are not following Typical Passions, do that right now because this is what happens, okay? So yes, please give it up for Typical Passions because this is amazing. Again, thank you to moCa for allowing us to use this space. Thank you to DJ Red Eye. Thank you. All right. Understood. Oh, you guys want to come inside?
All right, y'all, so Miss Cream of the Crop is currently inside in the museum. If y'all had a great time and you want to be on film saying so, please join us in the museum and come get on camera. Thank you. Y'all have a good night.